My time at Newcrest, I joined in it must have been 2011. It was at the time when Newcrest had just, I think it was maybe less than a year since they acquired Lihir. So they bought Lihir, and they were trying to elevate the representation within PNG to a country office. And so I was asked to join them to set up what is now the country office for what was then the country office for Newcrest. Lihir is by world standards a large mine. Its output at its peak was over 900,000 to 1 million ounces of gold. So if you look at that in terms of the gold price, it's a significant mine. And its contribution to Papua New Guinea over the years, it's now been operating, I think, for just under 30 years, and it's a significant contributor to the economy of Papua New Guinea. But as with every mining operations, there are many parts to it. I suppose in some instances, the most easiest part is the actual process itself, where you take the ore bodies. By that I mean you take the ground, and you put it through a process, and you extract gold out of it. And all of that is sort of in a way predictable, because there's a chemical formula to it all that allows you then to manage that process. The most complex is the people. So you have a workforce on Lihir of about 5,000. So 2,500 direct employees, and then another 2,500 contractors and so on that are on the island. So you've got to manage like a little township as well. In terms of the most challenging parts of that role, yes, the landowner management is a major part of it, and it's made more difficult because of the absence of capability and capacity within government. In other jurisdictions, by that I mean other countries, when you are given a license to mine and a contract from the government to mine, essentially in other countries, your responsibility is just the operation of the mine. And your responsibility is around, making sure you've got efficient production that allows you to produce and then to pay your taxes and royalties to the state. In PNG, it's made more difficult because of a lack of capability within our public service, and in particular around those government departments that are responsible for oversighting or regulating mining activities. And so it requires mining companies to then set up community affairs teams, regulatory teams, and those groups that are able to support the government to manage those types of issues within the mining operations. So it's made much more difficult.